So, hi everyone, I'm Sakina, and this is my first video on YouTube. We will go then and record. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm gonna have so many cuts in this video. I can only imagine how hard it is going to be to edit this video. It feels so weird to be on this side in front of the camera recording a video instead of being on the other side watching a video in my pajamas. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel since 2024. It was on my vision board, but I never got to it because of life and work. And I'm finally getting to it in 2025, and I really hope I can be consistent on this platform. I'm officially adding YouTube to the list of platforms that I'm going to complain about not getting more views on, but it's okay. Always remember, what doesn't kill you gives you more content to post on social media. So before I lose my train of thought, before I lose my train of thought, my brain is like 100 tabs are open all at once. So I need to structure it well so I don't forget what I have to say in this video, and I don't want to keep blabbering nonsense. So which I am going to, but not yet. So let's start with the first topic, which is who am I? This feels like a question a therapist would ask you, but let me just break it down and just summarize it a little. Love art, traveling, documenting videos, and everything that has to do with creativity. So let me take you back from the start. In school, I was always very shy, very reserved. I had like 3 to 4 friends only. From that time, I was an introvert, but I never considered that as a flaw until people made me realize that. People used to force me saying, talk more, why don't you talk more? It suddenly made me feel like I was a misfit, a weirdo. I didn't blend in well with the majority of extroverts. So I never realized it was a flaw until people made me feel like it was. And eventually, I did start feeling really less of myself because of the fact that I was an introvert. It's only until now that I feel like it was never a flaw, and I've truly made peace with the fact and accepted that this is who I am. And it's got nothing to do with me being rude, not having the confidence to talk. It just had to do with the fact that I love my private space. I am a homebody. I love being at home. I love interacting with few friends only. I can talk in public. Right now, I feel I'm still really better than what I used to be. I would consider myself like somewhere in the middle, like probably an ambivert only. I mean, I still, at the end of the day, would love to be home alone to myself, and that's the way I recharge. So even in school, I didn't have anything figured out. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I really wish sometimes that my parents like pressurized me, take science or take commerce, but they've never pressurized me. They've always let me do whatever I wanted to do in life. They've never been like, only follow this career path, only do this. So in a way that was good, but in my case it felt like I wish I knew the direction that I had to go in. I wish like they put me in some hobby classes, so at least I would realize my love for art back then. But it's okay, it was a journey, it was an entire process. Even like in 11th and 12th, when I had to choose the stream I wanted to take, I blindly chose commerce because my best friend decided to take commerce. So that's how randomly I lived my life. I also hated the education system. I hated studying because I was a person who used to take a lot of tension. मैंने इतना tension लिया है before the exam. Like my friends would sit in the bus listening to songs, and I would sit in the bus with my book. Because no matter how much I studied the previous day, my memory was so bad. It is still bad, but it doesn't matter now. But I don't know why my memory always gives up on me. So I hated studying. Like it was something that added too much of pressure. But surprisingly, I did top in my 12th standard. Let me just tell you that I was not a conventional node or a topper by any sense, okay? There were toppers in my batch. Even when we got the results, I had 10 people calling me, and I refused to believe that I topped. I'm usually very humble, very, very humble, not until it comes to this. So I like bragging a little. Even in college, I didn't know what I wanted to specialize in. I just knew that I hated theory. I couldn't remember, so I ended up taking finance. It had numbers, accounting, and everything, so it's something that I decided to go ahead with. The thing is, I knew deep down that I wanted to start my own business, but I never knew what to do. I had nothing figured out back then. Some people are blessed that they know that this is what they want to become, and their entire life they work towards that goal. For me, I was literally shooting arrows in the dark, hoping that one thing hits, and I realized eventually what I wanted to really do. I just knew that a desk job wasn't meant for me, but I had to do what I had to do until I eventually figured out what I want to start my business on. I'm basically the founder of Art Lush. I run an art business. I curate art experiences. I take workshops over the weekends in Pune. I also take online workshops. I think I would like to end it at this because the remaining part I am going to be covering in another video, and it's going to be fun. There's a lot for me to share about how it started, what I do, what I envision for my brand in future, why I decided to quit my 9 to 5 job and eventually start the whole art business in another video, because that's going to be a little long and I want to actually sit down and talk about everything. Stay tuned for that. The second topic is, what is this channel about? I, as a person, have variety of hobbies. It's going to be like a blend of travel, art and life. So I'm giving you a heads up from now that you never will understand what my next video is about. So it's going to be something that will always be a surprise for you all, as well for me. So you can expect life and personal development content. Like, introspection is my thing. I hate small talk. I think that's why I'm a little reserved, because I just can't do small talk. So I love personal development. There's always something that I keep learning or keep doing to become a better version of myself. The second thing is, you will see a lot of travel vlogs. I love traveling. Like, the whole reason about me starting my business also because I wanted the freedom to travel, to decide when I can take a break and when I can actually balance my multiple passions and hobbies. Also see a lot of art process and tutorials. I am going to finally start recording like long tutorials or just processes of whatever artwork I'm going to be working on. Also see a lot of BTS, like behind the scenes of my business, like what I'll be currently working on, what are the plans for my business. So you get to see the entire journey of actually building a brand from scratch. If there's anything that I branch out to, you all will get to see that. So as of now, this is what I have decided. I don't really have a plan as such. I'll be going with the flow. Like, recently I've gone on this beautiful art retreat, so you'll be expecting a vlog on that soon. Like, I anyways love documenting things. So I'm gonna be creating videos around whatever happens, and I'm finally gonna get posting it. It's something that's gonna be very random, at least until now, till I have things figured out. The next topic, why am I doing this? I've been a people pleaser for as long as I know. I always overthink everything that I post on Instagram. I'm really critical about myself. There's a lot of edits that I do from Instagram reels as well. Like, I always filter out certain things. And with YouTube, it's more unorganized, it's more unfiltered. You are basically speaking whatever comes to your mind in that moment, even if it is like, even if it sounds very, like right now, how am I sounding? Like, I'm sounding like I'm rambling random nonsense. Sounds very candid, it sounds very natural, like you can actually see me fumbling or messing up with my words. So I want it to really be organic and authentic instead of nitpicking everything that I'm actually saying. Post videos on Instagram, but the thing is, I have a lot to say which I can't always fit into a minute video. YouTube gives me the space to actually creatively express myself without editing too much and without overthinking a lot. So it's something that gives me the freedom to just be myself. And it's something that I've been looking forward to. I want to be like the most authentic version of myself. The main reason why I'm doing this is so that I look back 1 year later and actually feel like, wow, I did that. So many things that have happened, because I have this tendency of being really hard on myself. I feel like no matter what I do, it's not enough. So, with the whole process of me documenting things for YouTube, I will actually get to see how much I've grown in the past year, not just in terms of my career, but also in terms of my personal development, like how comfortable I would be after a year in front of the camera. Because right now, I'm a little nervous, even though I've taken so many videos, even though I've taken so many workshops in front of so many people, it's just a little weird sitting in front of a camera and talking to a mobile instead of a human being. It does get you a little intimidated. So I am hoping that eventually the more videos I shoot, the more natural it is for me and the better I get at it in expressing myself. Like even with Instagram Reels, I try my best to limit the interference of ChatGPT to refine what I have to say, because when it starts losing its essence, I start feeling like it's not me. I feel like I'm losing my voice. And with YouTube, I can actually just talk about whatever I have to in the moment without any script. So I can just sit here, press record, and speak whatever I have to do. Of course, I have some pointers as to what I need to talk about, but overall, whatever I have to talk about it is something that comes naturally in the flow. So that's something you can't prepare, and that's something that I want to be more comfortable with. So I'm really excited about this journey with YouTube. I really hope you all stick around and please subscribe. It feels so surreal to be saying this, but please subscribe. It'll give you the motivation to actually make more of these videos. So if you like art, travel, vlogs, career development, personal development, please hit the subscribe button. Please follow. No, I think it's like, share and subscribe. So please like, share and subscribe. If you've stick till the end of the video, thank you so much for watching, and till the next video, bye bye.